Hello DHS students, and welcome back to the 2018-19 school year. It's great to have you here. A school is just 4 walls until the students fill the classrooms. So welcome back. We're looking forward to a great school year with you. A couple things I want to just mention and highlight is make sure that when you go to class every day that you're present. Pay attention and listen. The teachers are going to do the same thing for you. Stay connected. Get involved. Get involved in just one different activity, whether it's sports or a different club or a marching band or robotics. There's a million to choose from. Well, maybe not a million, but there's several to choose from. And last, I just want to remind you that kindness matters. And every day when you're walking the hallways, when you're sitting in class, we don't know what someone else has gone through that day. So make sure that you are kind and caring to one another. Have a great school year and give it 100%.
Hello DHS staff and students. My name is Mrs. Milenich, assistant principal here at the high school. I will be mainly working with students whose last names start with the letters M through Z. I'm excited to be back working here at the high school. Students are expected to be to class on time. Being on time means that you will be in the classroom when the tardy bell rings. Students, if you're given a pass from another teacher because they held you over, then you just bring that pass with you so that you're not marked tardy. If you are more than 10 minutes late to class, you will be marked as absent instead of tardy. Tardies accumulate each 9 weeks, so after the first marking period, they will start over. First and second tardies are considered warnings. Your teacher will just notify you that you were tardy and that you got a warning. Your third tardy, teacher again would notify you that you were tardy, and then a letter will go home to your parents. On a fourth tardy, teacher will again notify you that you were tardy and that it's your fourth one, and at that point they will notify you that you have to serve a 30-minute after-school detention in the positive behavior support room, and they will contact your parent. If you receive another tardy after that, they will tell you that you got your 5th tardy and you will have to serve a day in the PBS room, and subsequent tardies after that will be time in the PBS room. So be to class on time. Third area I'm going to talk to you about today is leaving school grounds. First and foremost, DHS campus is closed campus, which means once you are here, you are not allowed to just leave campus without properly checking out. And properly checking out means that you check out of the attendance office. If you have to leave at any time during the school day, you go to the attendance office, tell them you need to go, they'll contact parent. Parent will talk to the secretary down there, Mrs. Martin, and you will have a pass that you can leave. If you come back during the school day, then you also need to check back into the attendance office. If you know that you're going to be leaving during the school day for an appointment, then stop into the attendance office and get your pass, and that will cut down on the main office having to run passes to classrooms, which could cause interruptions.
Good morning and welcome back, sophomores, juniors, and seniors to Davis Community Schools, and welcome to our freshmen and students new to the district. My name is Mr. Lobin, and I'm one of the assistant principals here at Davidson High School. And today we're going to talk about some of the policies of many that we take very seriously. Our goal here is to create an environment that's safe and conducive for learning. It's also to ensure the health and safety of all of Davidson Community School employees. And for that reason, we're going to talk about some of the topics that you can also find in your student handbook, which will be available online. When it comes to dress code, first and foremost, we are an institution of and for learning, like I said before. Our goal is to provide an environment that's conducive for learning. And although we appreciate the uniqueness of our students and take pride in their individuality, there's a time and place for that. School may not be that place, and what's acceptable in the home environment may not align with what's acceptable in the school environment.
With all the weather changes throughout the year, it is important for everyone to follow the dress code guidelines. Here's a look at some of them. The length of your shorts and skirts is very important. They can't be cut no lower than 5 inches above the knee. It is the same with holes. You can't have any holes 5 inches above the knee. Also, Davison, jewelry, belts, and wallets with spikes or chains will not be allowed for safety reasons. Clothes with suggestive statements or nature will not be allowed in school. Wearing hats, bandanas, sunglasses, or visors is also a violation of dress code. Tank tops, spaghetti straps, and pajama pants are also a bad idea when getting dressed in the morning and will not be tolerated. Remember to follow the dress code and check the handbook for all the rules. And have a great year, Davison.
So if at school you find yourself in a situation where your apparel has been deemed inappropriate for the school environment based on our standards, this may result in a request for you to change your clothing. If the problem of you wearing inappropriate clothing and not abiding by our dress code continues to happen in a consistent manner, in a progressive nature, disciplinary action will take place. With regards to weapons, the possession, use, or threat of use of a firearm, explosive device, or an object that can be perceived as intended to cause harm or property damage are prohibited. Examples may include, but aren't limited to, firearms, fireworks, knives, airsoft guns, toy guns and knives, and even ammunition. Once again, these objects go against our goal of creating a safe environment for you to learn in. Especially be careful about bringing these things in your cars or your backpacks if you've been out hunting or fishing or engaged in some shooting clubs and extracurricular activities like that. They will not be tolerated in being on school property or any school event. Violation of these policies will result in disciplinary action up to and including suspension and expulsion from the school and referral to the appropriate law enforcement authorities. With regards to fighting, again, this fails to create an environment or support an environment that's conducive and safe for learning. Violent behaviors or threat of violence against a student or a school personnel will not be tolerated. Violation of these policies will result in disciplinary action up to and including the suspension and expulsion from school and referral to the appropriate law enforcement agencies. Next, we're going to talk about tobacco, alcohol, and drugs. With regards to tobacco, the use and/or possession is prohibited in all school buildings, at all school-sponsored events, and in all school grounds. Violation of this policy will result in disciplinary action up to and including suspension and possible expulsion from school, and the appropriate law enforcement agencies will be contacted. With regards to alcohol, the consumption and possession of any alcoholic beverage or a look-alike is against school policy and is prohibited from all school buildings, all school-sponsored events, and anywhere on the school grounds. Anyone appearing to be under the influence of alcohol will be refused admission to any school-sponsored events and may be subject to discipline up to and including suspension or expulsion and referral to the appropriate law enforcement agencies. With regards to drugs, the illegal consumption and/or possession or sale of any controlled substance or drug paraphernalia is harmful to you and our school environment. This is again prohibited in all school buildings, school-sponsored events, and in all school grounds. Anyone appearing to be under the influence or in possession of drugs shall be refused admission if they're entering into an event or into the school, or if you're at school. You may be subject to discipline up to and including suspension or expulsion and referral to the appropriate law enforcement agencies. With regards to the cafeteria, we're expecting that during the times when you're supposed to be in the cafeteria, you actually are. You're not upstairs wandering around the hallways, but you stay within the cafeteria. We ask that you also clean up after yourself, that you throw away your wrappers and your foods and not throw them on the floor. This is just showing decent respect to those people that clean up and take care of things for you, and it helps us out too.
Fourth area today is cell phone use. Students, you are allowed to use your cell phones before school, after school, in the hallways, during your assigned lunch period. The only time you're not allowed to use your cell phone is during class time unless permission is granted by that specific teacher for use in class. If you do use your cell phone in class and the teacher has not given you permission to do so, the teacher will confiscate your cell phone, bring it to the main office. You will be assigned after-school detention and your parent will have to come pick up the phone. Second offense, if it happens again, is you would be assigned all day to the PBS room, and again, your parents would have to come pick up the phone. And a third offense will result in 1 day out of school suspension. So make sure you just use your cell phone during all times except for class time unless given permission by your teacher. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a great day and looking very much forward to a great year this year at DHS.
Welcome back, students. This is Mr. Beamer from the Davidson Athletic Department. Glad to see all you guys back here. We are definitely excited about this fall season to get going. Number one, the big Prep Classic football game at Wayne State University is going to be August 24th at 7 p.m. Tickets are on sale now. Make sure you stop by the athletic office, and we'll be down in the lunchrooms as well selling those tickets. We have a really exciting season coming up for you guys. Make sure you get involved. The Nest tickets are for sale in Miss Abanage's classroom. You get a T-shirt and a free pass to all the home athletic events throughout the year for $50. It's not a bad deal. And we'll be looking forward to seeing you at all the games. Go Cards.
Good morning, DHS. I'm Mr. Miller. I work security here at the high school. Welcome back for another great year at Davison High. I need to remind you of a couple things about concerning the vehicle parking that you do. Obviously in your handbook it describes where you're supposed to park, and the lots are numbered for all students to assign you an individual spot. Those decals go on your left front windshield, so it does not obtain a decal warning from me if you don't have one. I understand by the handbook that you've been given till September 15th for juniors and seniors to register your vehicle. For example, you come in some morning and your particular spot is occupied by another vehicle. What should you do? Well, we would like you to not just shift over one spot. That just causes a chain reaction and it messes everyone else in the lot up. As soon as you arrive, if your spot is occupied by another vehicle, please go out towards the Clark Street exit from the student parking lot, turn right, and then immediately turn right into what we call the Clark Loop lot. It's for the drop-off of students by parents, and there are several parking spots there. We would like you to take your vehicle there as soon as you arrive, park it there, and go directly into the main office and see one of the gals in the office, advise them of the problem. They will give you a card to park in the Clark Loop lot, and then they will tell me that there is a problem in whatever spot number that you have. A couple other things: if you have more than one vehicle that you wish to register, and chances are many of you do, mom or dad's car or truck, whatever, it's only $1 to get a second decal. It's $20 for your first vehicle, but it's only $1 thereafter. If you change vehicles, let's say you sell your car, get a different vehicle in November or whatever, it's up to you to be responsible and go to the main office, tell them that you had a vehicle change, and they'll take care of it from there. Other than that, do not park in the staff parking area along the north side of the building, nor by the buses. That's strictly for staff parking also. Definitely not in between the buildings, and do not use the lot that's immediately adjacent to the alternative building. There are 100 spots numbered in what we call the southeast lot. If you have an assignment there, that's great. But please remember, do not park in someone else's spot if yours is occupied. Go right to the Clark Loop lot and advise the main office. We'll take care of it from there. Have a great year, DHS.
Hi, I'm Mr. Ritterbush, and I'm going to go over a new library rule this year. From now on, when you come in the library, please leave all your backpacks on these shelves off to the left here, over here, and over there. So it's a horseshoe when you first come in. Just please, or all your backpacks there. Sorry. So just put them all there. No food or drink in the library. Now you can drink or have food in this little area right here. Nothing outside of this. So just make sure all the backpacks go here. Food and water stays here. If we see it on the other side, we're taking it. So thank you very much.
Hey guys, Mr. Bellinger right here. I'm excited to be here at Davison High School. I'm originally from the Lansing area. Went to Western Michigan University. This will be my 4th year teaching. I will be doing world history, so I'll see all your 9th graders. Good luck this year.
Hey guys, I'm Mrs. Drobnich. I'm teaching AP Chem and Chemistry this year. Coming from North Carolina. I graduated from North Carolina State University. Before that I lived in Michigan. And I hope you guys have a great school year.
Hi guys, I'm Mrs. Sny. You can call me Mrs. S. You'll see me in the halls often. I came from industry and I'll be teaching engineering courses this year. Have a great year.
Hi guys, I'm Miss Kincaid. I'm the new counselor for students with the last names P through Z. I'm really excited to be here at Davison.
Hi, I'm Betsy Wamba. I'm one of the counselors here at the high school. We are going to be reviewing the sexual harassment policy here at Davison High School, so please follow along with the corresponding slides so you are aware of the rules here at the school.
The definition Davison High School uses for sexual harassment is unwelcome sexual advances, requests for sexual favors, or inappropriate verbal or physical contact of a sexual nature. Examples of sexual harassment might be a sexual remark or suggestion, unsolicited and unwelcome flirtations, advances or propositions, and verbal abuse with sexual connotations. More examples are graphic or degrading comments about a student's appearance, dress, or anatomy, and display of sexually suggestive objects or pictures. In addition, examples of sexual harassment are dirty jokes and offensive gestures, and conversation regarding sexual matters, which are too personal. Consequences for violating Davison High School's sexual harassment policy are disciplinary action and possible expulsion from school. If you're a victim of sexual harassment, it's very important that you communicate to your harasser that the attention is unwelcome. In addition, it's important that you report the situation to one of the guidance counselors here at the high school or one of the principals.
Thanks for giving us your undivided attention. As long as we're all following the Cardinal Code, we will have a smashing year here at Davison High School. Go Cards!